Derry manager Brian McIver gives Schlockmeal's Brendan Rodgers his big break and names him in a Derry football team for the very first time in his career. With Rodgers at the edge of the square, his clubmate Chrissy McCaig is subsequently released to play at centre-back, which gives this Derry team a sense of balance. The team captain is centre-forward Mark Lynch. Goalkeeper Stephen Kane is a championship debutant for Down, while midfielder Paul Devlin is named in the team for the very first time. His centre-field partner, Peter Fitzpatrick, played in the All-Ireland final 5 years ago, while Benny McArdle is a strong number 6. It's the inside line of Mark Poland, team captain Conor Laverty and Donal O'Hare that has that look of potential match winners. Eddie Kinsella is the match referee. He was the All-Ireland final referee, of course, last year. It's his 4th Ulster Championship match. Fergal Doherty, Mark Lynch. Derry beginning to find a bit of rhythm, getting on the ball, getting the players, getting their hands on it, and then flinging this between the posts and over the bar. He really has the class. Excellent play by Owen Bradley. 1 from free, 1 from play.
Yeah, that's a beautiful piece of play by the Derry attack, actually. Good angle to the final ball to give Bradley the ball in space, and he strokes it over again delightfully from a difficult angle.
Going forward is Luke Howard. He's the fullback. Not that positions mean anything anymore. Spreading it wide, Conor Laverty trying to make an angle for himself. The challenge was awkward. Referees allows the advantage. Comes back to Conor McGinn. Coming through the middle is Benny McArdle. There's a chance here for Kevin McKernan. He's given it absolutely everything. And that is a superb point. Good play down, patience. And final execution was, to be honest with you, top class by Kevin McKernan.
That is so refreshing to see, Marty. Less of that hand-pass, more confidence in your own kicking ability, and a finish like that is an inspiration for any team.
Level in Celtic Park for the second time. Derry go forward. Quick release. Nice little bit of space. There's a finish here to be delivered. And it duly is by centre-half forward and captain Mark Lynch.
Certainly he's leading by example. Very good play by Mark Lynch. Has the the presence of mind and the strength to kind of go forward. Lovely little dummy in the process, getting onto his left foot and strokes it over the bar.
Fergal Doherty. Such a dominant figure, such a heartbeat of Derry football over the years. They go forward again, looking for another score. Oh, that is brilliant. Brian McIver can even afford a round of applause for his captain Mark Lynch. 4 points from the captain of Derry. He really is, I know it's a cliche, but he is leading by example here. Full of confidence, full of running, matched by accuracy. Welcome back to Celtic Park here in Derry. Second half is on. And immediately they have a chance here with Caolan Mooney coming through the middle. Laverty is there. He has little or no options but to tap it over the bar using the open hand, and Down reduce Derry's half-time lead of 3 points down to 2. The umpires are being consulted at the dressing room's end. Obviously something happened off the ball. Conor McGovern is being spoken to here, as you can see. And this is going to be a red card. Straight red. And down to 14 players. Conor McGovern in an off-the-ball incident involving Enda Lynn.
Well, I didn't see a punch that time. I saw a defender pushing away Enda Lynn, and that goes on regularly when players are marking one another, but I didn't think there was any malice or forethought in it, and I think it's a harsh enough red card.
Well, if that was all that was involved, it's very harsh. Chrissy McCaig. Johnston again. Coming across is Mark Lynch. Johnston has continued on his run. He's looking for his captain again. Opts instead for Owen Bradley. That's one defender gone. Now he's willing to take on the whole lot of them. Still Bradley. Ah, brilliant football. Excellent score. He's in a different class. When he goes from first into second and then continues on up the gears, he can really, really expose opponents' defences. 3 points between the teams. Derry not making full use of that extra man, Martin. I mean, they've been 15 minutes almost, or thereabouts.
Well, that's the thing, Marty. Like, when you think about it, there's just one score in the game, 10 points to 7. You know, like, you know, Derry should be putting a greater distance between themselves and Down with the extra man, with their physical size, and with the amount of possession they've had.
A chance for Paul Devlin to increase his personal tally in this match to 4 points. Quite a consistent free taker. And you can hear the crowd here in Celtic Park finally getting behind their teams. There's only 2 points between the teams, despite the fact that Derry have 15 players on the pitch. We've had 6 points in this second half. Down scoring 4 of them, Derry just 2. Conor Laverty having a go. It's straight over the red spot, over the crossbar. And the sides are level in Celtic Park for the 3rd time in this Ulster Championship match. Well, I said it at the time when Conor McGovern was sent off. It's a time when we often see 14 men against 15 step up. The spirit is raised to a new level. Owen Bradley giving it back outside for Sean Leo McGoldrick. Got into the attack is Kevin Johnson. He's in a scoreable position. It's dropping in. The goalkeeper is there, but it's tapped over eventually. Caolan O'Boyle might have just gotten a touch ahead of the keeper, Stephen Kane. And Derry are now 1 point in front. Referee was right beside it. You saw it yourself. Now the ball won't be released, so there's an extra 13 metres or so. It's untidy, unnecessary, and the advantage and the initiative again swings to Down. Paul Devlin has been the master of consistency in this match in terms of frees. 5 points. This crucial. This to level the match for the 4th occasion, with the clock ticking towards the 67 minutes. Paul Devlin, half a dozen points, all of them from frees, but he levels the match here in Celtic Park for the 4th time.
Derry will be questioning themselves how in the name of God they haven't made use of the extra player.
Kick out comes straight to Owen Bradley. He's the one man that Derry would love to have the ball. With just seconds left, lays it off to Kevin Johnston, and that is surely a free in. We've just been told there are 2 minutes of additional time in this match, but the initiative and the advantage is surely now with Derry. Owen Bradley taps over the free for his 5th point of the match, and it could well turn out to be the winning point. Owen Bradley's point, just on the stroke of injury time, means that Derry win this Ulster Championship match, and they indeed will play Armagh Donegal in the Ulster semi-final on June 27th. Full-time score in Celtic Park, Derry, the home side, 12 points, down 11.
We knew this was going to be a mighty task for us. We prepared well for the 7th of June. We knew Down were going to be a mighty test. They came here a couple of seasons ago and turned us over. So, you know, in Ulster Championship football, you don't look beyond the first game, and we knew that we were going to have to prepare well for Down, and we had done just enough to get us over the line today. We'll start and think about the semi-final after next weekend's game.
To come to Derry, you know, which is, you know, hard ground to come to, you know, a team that really do set up defensively. I think Brian's unapologetic that that's the way he sets up on it, and to narrowly come away, you know, with, from our point of view, you know, a defeat that really we should have really got a win out of. We have to take heart from that and we'll move forward, absolutely. I mean, disappointment of today will ease away, and we'll build in for the qualifiers from tomorrow night on.
And there's the Ulster Championship draw. Derry will now play the winners of Donegal and Armagh in the semi-final. It's Monaghan and Fermanagh in the other semi-final. All right then, Eamon and Tomas, your reflections. It was very exciting, Eamon. Did you enjoy the game?
Yeah, it was exciting near the end, Des, when Down sort of made a game of it. But the game overall, it wasn't a particularly great, entertaining type of spectacle, consisting of a lot of mistakes, a lot of sort of, I won't say the tedious stuff that we had seen in the sort of the Donegal game in a couple of weeks ago, but it was poor football. There was Armagh on the way down out of the league, Down on the way up, and they just crossed some paths. And I think overall it was just an ordinary game of football, and you know, Derry were just lucky enough to hold on to the end.
And Tomas, is it fair to say it's poor, or was it just defensively orientated? I mean, I take your point that you didn't enjoy it, neither of you seem to enjoy it a lot. You felt Down struggled to break through that Derry defence.
Well, I suppose coming into the game, Derry, we knew Derry were going to park the bus literally. They did it against Dublin. The one thing we were going to say about Down, physically, they weren't a big team. If you look at the full forward line, they picked Mark Poland, Conor Laverty, Donal O'Hare. They weren't physically that big, so they weren't going to be going with the long ball. They were going to try to work it. Yeah. Now, I found it before the game, it would be very interesting to see how they were going to punch these holes, because Derry are a very physical team. I think they struggle at it. I think Derry set up in a way where they had bodies all over the place, and I don't think Down had the scorers like Mark Lynch or Owen Bradley to punish, you know, and I think it cost them. If you look at the way that Down set up, they tried to run it, and you're not going to punch holes in a Derry defence that are set up the way they were. They're a physical team. I do think that they'll have to improve. In fairness,
there was only a point in it, though. I take your point, but like Down nearly did it.
Down nearly did it. They had 3 chances at the end that could have gone over. You know, I think Derry, there was a 20-minute spell in the second half where, to be fair, Derry did defend very well, but they fouled a lot and they allowed Down back into the game. Now, I think they should have kicked on from there. You know, I think there's more in Derry. I think they're going to need to improve. They're on a tough side of the draw. They'll have to improve there going forward. But I thought Down would play this slick football that would create chances, and it just didn't happen for them today. I think they struggled, and I think Derry defended well besides the free kicks, you know.
I just on that one. I think when Derry went the man up and Down went the man down, Down really then just threw caution to the wind. They brought out Conor Laverty and he started pulling a lot more strings. He got much more involved in the game, and they got a little bit of change out of that. But it was Derry more so just dropping their form, and Down just trying to punch holes as best they could.
All right, let's illustrate